Hello, I'm Zach Jones. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Now, before I was reading part of the first chapter of the Silmarillion by J.R.R Tolkein and edited by Christopher Tolkien. I'm going to attempt to read the rest of it to you, and as I said in my previous video, I've never read Tolkien's work before. Honestly, I'm not sure how to pronounce a lot of the names, so it could be a little bit embarrassing, but apart from that, I hope you enjoy the rest of the history of how Middle-earth was created. Right. Now, sit back, relax, and get ready. I'm about to begin. Then Ilúvatar spoke, and he said, "Mighty are the Ainor, and mightiest among them is Melkor. But that he may know, and all of the Ainor, that I am Ilúvatar. Those things that ye have sung, I will show them forth, that ye may see what ye have done. And thou, Melkor, shan't see that no theme may be played that hath not its uttermost source in me, nor can any alter the music in my despite. For he that attempteth this shall prove but mine instrument in the devising of things more wonderful, which he himself hath not imagined." Then the Ainur were afraid, and they did not yet comprehend the words that were said to them. And Melkor was filled with shame, of which came secret anger. But Ilúvatar arose in splendour, and he went forth from the fair regions that he made for the Ainor, and the Ainur followed him. But when they came into the void, Ilúvatar said to them, "Behold your music." And he showed to them a vision, giving them the sight where before was only hearing, and they saw a new world made visible before them, and it was globed amid the void, and it was sustained therein, but was not of it. And as they looked and wondered, this world began to unfold its history, and it seemed to them that it lived and grew. And then the Ainur had gazed for a while and was silent, Ilúvatar said again, "Behold your music. This is your minstrelsy, and each of you shall find contained herein, amid the design that I set before you, all those things which it may seem that he himself devised and added, and thou, Melkor, wilt discover all the secret thoughts of thy mind. Thou wilt perceive that they are but a part of the whole, and tributary to its glory." And many other things Ilúvatar spoke to the Ainur at that time, and because of their memory of his words and the knowledge that each has of the music that he himself made, the Ainur know much of what was, and is to come, and few things are unseen by them. Yet some things there are that they cannot see, neither alone nor taking counsel together, for to none but himself has Ilúvatar revealed all that he has in store. And in every age there come forth things that are new and have no foretelling, for they do not proceed from the past. And so it was that as this vision of the world was played before them, the Ainur saw it contained things which they had not thought. And they saw with amazement the coming of the children of Ilúvatar, and the habitation that was prepared for them. And they perceived that they themselves, in the labour of their music, had been busy with the preparation of this dwelling, and yet knew not that it had any purpose beyond its own beauty. For the children of Ilúvatar were conceived by him alone, and they came with the third theme, and were not in the theme which Ilúvatar propounded at the beginning, and none of the Ainur had part in their making. Therefore, when they beheld them, the more did they love them, being things other than themselves, strange and free, wherein they saw the mind of Ilúvatar reflected anew, and learned yet a little more of his wisdom, which otherwise had been hidden even from the Ainur. Now the children of Ilúvatar are elves and men, the firstborn and the followers, and amid all the splendours of the world, its vast halls and spaces, and its wheeling fires, Ilúvatar chose a place for their habitation in the deeps of time, and in the midst of the innumerable stars. And this habitation might seem a little thing to those who consider only the majesty of the Ainur, and not the terrible sharpness, as who should take the whole field of Arda for the foundation of a pillar, and so who raise it until the cone of its summits were more bitter than a needle, or who consider only the immeasurable vastness of the world, which still the Ainur are shaping, and not the minute precision to which they shape all things therein. But when the Ainur had beheld its habitation in a vision, and had seen the children of Ilúvatar arise therein, then many of the most mighty among them bent all their thought and their desire towards that place. And of these Melkor was the chief, even as he was in the beginning, the greatest of the Ainur who took part in the music. And he feigned, even to himself at first, that he desired to go thither and order all things for the good of the children of Ilúvatar, controlling the turmoils of the heat and the cold that had come to pass through him. But he desired rather to subdue to his will both elves and men, envying the gifts with which Ilúvatar promised to endow them, and he wished himself to have subjects and servants, and to be called Lord, and to be a master over other wills. But the other Ainur looked upon this habitation set within the vast spaces of the world, which the elves call Ada, the earth, and their hearts rejoiced in light, and their eyes, beholding many colours, were filled with gladness. But because of the roaring of the sea they felt a great unquiet, and they observed the winds and the air, and the matters of which Ardra was made, of iron and stone, and silver and gold, and many substances. But of all these, water they most greatly praised. And it is said by the Eldar that in water there gives yet the echo of the music of the Ainur more than in any substance else that is in this earth. And many of the children of Ilúvatar hearken still unsated to the voices of the sea, and yet know not for what they listen. Now to water had that Ainu whom the elves call Ulmo turned his thought, and of all most deeply was he instructed by Ilúvatar in music. But of the airs and winds Manwë most had pondered, who is the noblest of the Ainur. Of the fabric of earth had Aiur thought, to whom Ilúvatar had given the skill and knowledge scarce less than to Melkor. But the delight and pride of Aiur is in the deep of making, and in the thing made, and neither in possession nor in his own mastery. Wherefore he gives and hoards not, and is free from care, passing ever on some new work. And Ilúvatar spoke to Ulmo and said, "Seest thou not here in this little realm in the deeps of time Melkor hath made war upon thy province? He hath bethought him of bitter cold immoderate, and yet hath not destroyed the beauty of thy foundations, nor of thy clear pools. Behold the snow and the cunning work of frost. Melkor hath devised heats and fire without restraint, and hath not dried up thy desire, nor utterly quelled the music of the sea. Behold, rather, the height and glory of the clouds and the ever-changing mists, and listen to the fall of rain upon the earth. And in these clouds thou art drawn near to Manwë, thy friend, whom thou lovest. Then Ulmo answered, Truly, water is become now fairer than my heart imagined. Neither had my secret thought conceived the snowflake, nor in all my music was contained the falling of the rain. I will seek Manwë, that he and I may make melodies for ever to thy delight. And Manwë and Ulmo have from the beginning been allied, and in all things have served most faithfully the purpose of Ilúvatar. Well, I'm afraid that's the way I'm going to have to leave it for now, but part 3 will be coming out very soon. I would have done the whole chapter in just one, but I honestly had no idea how hard Tolkien's work can be to read, and also how long the chapters are. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and don't worry, part 3 will be coming out. The final part will be coming out very soon. But for now, hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good day. Bye now.